into my review of Put a Ring on It, Season 4, Episode 8. I know I haven't done one in a while. I think did I miss one episode or two episodes? But I've been watching. I just haven't had a chance to do the videos, but I got time today. And I couldn't wait to get back here and talk to you all who are watching the show about this episode. Because let me tell you, what a turnaround in Joshua. What a turnaround in him. He got all the way broke down in this episode. All the way broke down. And next thing you know, he's crying. Talking about, I do so much for Joya and I just wanted to be appreciated. Boy, how did we get here? Because of Luther was over here charming his woman. Was it because of Luther was over here charming his woman? Let me tell you, Luther lived up to his name for Luther because he was charming the pants off of Joya. Josh all mad over here that she brought home a picture of a flamingo, a pink flamingo. And that's what she got on the date. She better be glad he didn't charm the panties off of Joya. He better be glad he didn't get that. He was talking about, I guess when you go out on a second date with Luther, Joya, I guess he gets this little black dress you got, this sexy black dress you wore. Well, you better be glad that's all he got, because he could have got the panties. Now Josh over here crying, talking about he doesn't want to go out with this other woman, Soraya. Soraya was right up his alley, looked like Joya, real estate agent like Joya. She has 2 kids, doesn't want any more kids. They put this perfect woman, according to what Joshua wants, right, in front of him. And he says, well, what would I want to do with an exact replica of Joya when I got the real thing over here? Well, here we go. Actually, you don't have the replica, because what Dr. Stacy was trying to point him out to say was, well, wait a minute. You don't have the exact replica because this woman over here, Soraya, doesn't want any more children and Joya does. So it's not the same. So he's saying, I like just what I have. Why would I want anything different? Because what you have, Joshua, is you have status quo. That is, you would get to keep Joya, but you wouldn't have to have any more babies. That is what he loves. Because I'm telling you, I know he loves her. He loves her, but he does not want any more kids. He does not want any more kids. And what he's starting to get afraid of, is he's going to be he's going to either be forced to have more kids, or he's going to have to give up Joya. That's what he's starting to realize. And that's why he's crying. He's crying because he really doesn't want to give up Joya. He don't want to give her up. He loves her. But he does not want any more kids. It is plain and obvious he doesn't want any more kids, but he doesn't want to give her up, but he doesn't want any more kids. And now he's crying. He's crying because the day of reckoning is coming. It's coming real soon. Unless Joya gives this up and says she doesn't want any more kids, then they are in a world of trouble. And if he does go ahead and have more kids, I wonder if he will be resentful. I wonder if he will be resentful towards Joya for pushing the matter to have more kids when he really doesn't want them. He doesn't want any kids. It's so painfully obvious. So I don't know what's going to go here. I don't know if he's going to be so afraid to lose Joya that he just goes ahead and has kids. If he tries to string it out, maybe he does put a ring on it, strings out the engagement, strings out the wedding, strings out everything. And next thing you know, she's 43 years old. And then he says, well, I guess time has run out. I guess we just stuck with each other with no kid. I think that might be his game plan. I think his game plan will be to do whatever he needs to do to keep Joya right where she is, because I do believe that he loves her, and buy himself some more time. That's what I think. I think he wants to buy himself some more time because he doesn't want to give her up. He loves her. He loves what they do. He loves their life. He loves the fact that, I don't know, maybe Joya's son spends part-time with the father, part-time with her. He doesn't want an infant. He doesn't want to start all over. He wants to travel the world. He wants to be able to get up and go. He doesn't want any more expenses with the kids, all of that. But let me tell you, this man, Luther, was putting it on Joya, and she was eating it up like ice cream. She said her love language is gifts. And let me tell you, Luther was like, you want a gift? I got a gift for you, a custom-made, a pink flamingo picture that I signed, and she was lighting up like a Christmas tree. She loved it. She loved it. She loves Joshua. She really wants him as well, but she wants him to come over to her side and say yes to this baby. He's not just saying yes to getting married. He's saying yes to a baby. And Dr. Stacy was trying to get him to see the difference, but he was acting as if he was just trading in. The date was all about trading in Joya for this Soraya girl. And Dr. Stacy was like, no, it's more than that. But he didn't want to address it. Did you notice how he was dipping and diving, trying to avoid it with Dr. Stacy? But Dr. Stacy was trying to pull him down. I really like her because she really gets to the meat of it. She's pushing these couples, and I like that about her. Now on to this Jasmine and Zay. Zay's trying to act like all of a sudden now he knows what he needs to do. He needs to actually try to step up and be there more for Jasmine. Honestly, y'all, at this point, I actually don't even think that they're compatible. I don't know how they got together. I don't know what it is. Maybe she was attracted to his so-called swag because she says she likes a man who has swag, but he's also intellectual. Like she likes a combination between the thug and I guess the intellectual. But when you look at the things that Zay said last week that he likes to do, he said if he really is a white guy. Remember he said that? So he likes to ski. He likes to skateboard. He likes to snowboard. It was all these different things he was running down. He likes the History Channel. He likes things that he was so-called saying that a white guy would normally like. These are the things that Zay likes to do that interest him. And I don't think it's any of the things that Jasmine likes to do. I think one of the reasons why Zay doesn't talk to Jasmine is because I don't think he actually has things in common with her. I don't think they have a lot in common. I don't think that they even have a lot to talk about. They really just seem two people with two different interests. So when she was out with this new guy, what was his name? He was from the Bronx, Josie. I think he was more up her alley. One is he's from New York. So, you know, New Yorkers, they got that confidence. They got that swag. I think they like that. But he also paid attention to her and listened to her. He was interested in what she had to say. He was interested in her conversation. I don't think Zay is even interested in the conversation that Jasmine has. I really don't. I don't think that he finds her interesting enough to want to even listen to her. So when she's saying that he doesn't listen to me, I think it's because she bores him. I really do. I don't think that they have a lot in common. I really don't think that they have a lot in common. Anyone, drop down in my comments and let me know, what do these two have in common that binds them together where you can see them going out and having a good time? Because I still can't see it. I still can't see it. Remember, their first date happened to be in Cancun. Maybe that's what made them come together so fast, because they like to travel. Maybe that was it. Maybe the fact that their first date was in Cancun, they had such a good time. But y'all know how vacations are. Everybody has a good time on vacation. But when you come back to the real world, what is it that you have in common here in the real world? And I'm not for sure that they have a whole lot in common. I'm really not. I don't really see how this going forward has a lot of depth to it, has something that can bind them together. I just don't see it. She basically said he sold her a pipe dream. She said he laid out all this stuff of what their life was going to be like. He was going to propose. He was going to do this. All these things that he has promised her. And she said nothing materialized. Nothing came of it, because I really don't think it's the things he really wanted. I think he was saying what he needed to say to keep her around. Because once again, I think it's a situation where you become comfortable with a person. You do love that person. But that sometimes, who was it who said it? Who was the person? What's love got to do with it? Love ain't enough. I think that's the case of a lot of people on this show right now. That sure, I love you, but love is not enough. Love is not enough. And I'm thinking that's the situation here with Zay and also with Jasmine. Do these men want to lose these women? I don't think they want to lose them. But I think they will be very comfortable with keeping things the way they are, because they really don't want to go to the next level with these women, because what these women want in the next level, I don't think these men want it with these women. That's what's so odd about it. I can't even say it's because they don't care about the women, but they're not interested in having the next level with the women, because there's something missing that makes them think, do I want to be in this for the rest of my life? And I think with Jasmine and Zay, I think Zay looks at Jasmine and says, I don't find things in common with her, things that she probably wants to talk about, things that she's interested in doing, her hobbies, her whatever, things that she finds fun. I'm not quite sure those are the things he likes, because I don't see her wanting to do too many of those things that he said he liked. He mentioned skateboarding. He mentioned all kind of things. What else did he mention last week when he was talking about his hobbies with that other date? He said skateboarding. He said the History Channel. He said skydiving, bungee jumping. He mentioned country music, rock music. I don't think this is Jasmine at all. And so probably he isn't able to share a lot of the things he finds interesting with her. So thus, when she says he doesn't listen to me, that's what happens. When you're bored and you don't want to listen to the person, most likely it's because you're really not interested in what they have to say. That's what it is. Sorry to say it, but that's what it is. And poor Catherine. I feel so sorry for Catherine. I feel so sorry for Catherine. You could tell Catherine has a lot of hurt in her life, a lot of old wounds, a lot of things that she needs to heal from. And I think one of the things that really made me feel sorry for Catherine when she said towards the end of the show, she said she's sorry. She feels sad that she may never be able to heal and somebody may never want her. Ooh, that just broke my heart seeing Catherine do that. She basically was saying she realized that she has so much to fix about herself and she's so afraid of being alone. But the problem with that is she's so afraid of being alone because she feels like nothing can get fixed in her. But really what she does need to do is take the time to actually heal from those things. Because instead of just jumping into a relationship, which is what I think she did with Ricky, she really delayed her healing. She really should have stayed by herself for a while, healed before she got into a relationship. Because like I said, Ricky, he got the same pattern too. Come to find out, I think he kind of did this same thing to that baby mama. Because he said they had been friends since high school. They had known each other for a long time. And then they eventually got married and then they had a kid. Ricky likes to get with people familiar. Because I think there's a part of Ricky that's just lazy. He likes to get with familiar people and then slowly inch into relationships. So I think that's what he's trying to do, drag along Catherine. Because like I said, I don't think he really wants to go to that level with Catherine. He recognizes the type of work that Catherine needs to do, and he ain't really trying to be around for that. In fact, Ricky acts like he's an abused man. He talks about some of the outbursts Catherine has had, some of the things Catherine has said to him, the way Catherine has treated him. And Ricky sounds like he's scared of Catherine. Maybe that's why he likes to live in his house with a whole bunch of people, so he can have a bunch of witnesses and he can have a whole bunch of protection. Because have Ricky tell it, Catherine is crazy and he's scared of Catherine because Catherine be going off. And he says, I'm afraid to be with her long term because I don't know what she gonna do. But I tell you, this Marcus guy has got Catherine's nose wide open. She's even wearing dresses on these dates. She's dressing up. She's looking a lot better. Remember when Catherine first came on, all she was wearing was yoga pants and stretch pants and tennis shoes. But now when Marcus comes in town, I guess he's really from Dallas, Catherine will be putting on a dress. Catherine is trying to snag her next man so she can do the next thing, and that is leap from this relationship to a new relationship. She's trying to line up Marcus so that she can jump from Ricky over to Marcus, because Marcus is over here, I'm telling you, fluffing her up, gassing her up. I don't really believe Marcus can deliver all what he's talking about. Do y'all believe it? Do you really believe Marcus is ready to deliver all this? Catherine's ready to pack her bags and move to Dallas where Marcus is. And Marcus is saying, come on, I'm going to take care of you. What? Marcus, you don't see all this healing she needs to do? So you just going to automatically pick her up and take her to Dallas and move her into your house? I don't believe it. Marcus over here trying to get some camera time. I do not believe it. Catherine needs so much healing. This would be a bad move for her to immediately go from Ricky over to Marcus just because Marcus is making her feel good. Catherine needs some time to heal. She needs some time to sit by herself. I hope it's not because of her money. I hope Catherine can support herself by herself. I hope she's not over here with Ricky because she can't afford to live on her own. And now she's looking to go over here and move in maybe with Marcus so then she can live over there for free too. I hope she can afford to live on her own so she can get some time to heal on her own. She needs some time to heal. Catherine is all messed up. And I don't know, I don't think it's because she'll never be able to find someone, but she does need to put the time into herself first. And it just seems like she's already ready to leap from Ricky to going over here to Marcus. She ready to go, y'all. She is ready to book a one-way plane ticket to Dallas. And Ricky's date with this woman, Renee, She was like an auntie. Renee was like an auntie to Ricky. And Ricky over there asking for advice like he talking to his auntie. His auntie that was a therapist. Oh, good Lord, this wasn't no real date. This was not a real date. He was not interested in her. Why they give him a woman so much older? What she want to do? You think this older woman want to move into that hostel, that hotel Ricky running over there with his friends and family? Why would this woman want to get entangled with Ricky too? That was a bad date setup. That was just horrible. I don't even know what the purpose of that was. Maybe just to give Ricky some more advice, like some auntie advice. That's like me going out on a date with Ricky. I know she's a lot younger than me, but still, it's kind of the same thing. It really is kind of the same thing. But anyway, that's it, y'all. I'm glad I was able to come back and talk about this episode of Ready to Love. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.